Good morning, students. Today we are having the lesson number second, that is the land and soil. Student, this chapter we are going to study about the different characteristics of soil. Already some introduction I have given of the chapter. So today you are going to learn about how is the composition of soil. It means which are the different the components which making the soil to fertile, which is deciding its texture and the fertility of the soil, so that it can produce and grow the different kinds of the crops and different kinds of the things, the vegetable fruits on its surface. So today have a look. You can see here it's the India's map. We have just gone through what are the different kinds of the soils in the India. And actually if you talk about the soil, so what is soil? If you talk about soil, so what is the meaning of soil? So soil is a thin layer of greenish substance which is covering the surface of the earth. It is having the different organic and inorganic components. Students, you have to understand the soil is made with the different kinds of the organic and inorganic components. This only the organic and inorganic component are deciding how is the different kinds of the textures, the color of the soil. Okay, so if you talk about the soil has organic and inorganic components. Organic elements include the decayed remains of vegetation and animals, that is humus. So if we talk about the organic, so organic is including the different kinds of the remaining parts of vegetation and animals. Student, in the previous classes also you have learnt about the soil, how the soil is formed. Actually soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. Weathering of rocks, that is the when rocks are just breaking into different little particles and the pieces due to the rain, temperature and other matters, the wind. So it is known as the weathering of rocks, and this is the cause of the formation of soil. And the soil layer is taking hundred of years. Okay, at least the 1 centimeter of layer it is of soil is it is taking the hundred of years. That's why the soil is too important. The fertility of soil is too important to grow all kinds of the production on its surface. Now if we talk about, just we have look here, vegetation and animals. So it is also the important part. Just we have the look the soil is formed the organic and inorganic, both are the important. In the organic, what kinds of things is coming, that is the vegetation and animals. Okay, so that is known as a humus. Humus is the important part of the soil which is making its fertility, which is deciding its fertility. Okay, if we talk about the inorganic, so inorganic it is explaining you the remain include minerals such as nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, sulfur and phosphorus and calcium. Okay, these all are the important part, and including the iron also. You can just see here which are the these all kinds of the things. It means the different kinds of the minerals including nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, sulfur, phosphorus, calcium, iron. These all are the important inorganic components of the soil. So student, these all kinds of the things which I have just explained to you, which is coming in the organic and which is coming in the inorganic, especially the inorganic, which is deciding the fertility, the textures and the different kinds of the quality of soil. Okay, so in this way we can understand. Now if we talk about the soil, now in the further topic you will study there are different layers of the soil. Student, if we are looking at the upside it means the almost the upper layer of the soil. So it is a top soil. After the subsoil, okay, then afterwards the parent rock and the bed rock, like this way different different layers we are having. So slowly what happened just now, only I have explained to you weathering of rocks only. It is the cause of the different kinds of the soil formation. It is given here, you can just read here, this all the things is given here. Afterwards what it is explaining, this process continues to give a fairly thick layer of the fine grain topsoil. This surface layer is more fertile as it contains humus, minerals, salt, soils, moisture. It is made of the finer particles. So when the process of the weathering of rocks, so when there is a continuous process for this one, when the humus is also including, it means the organic and inorganic. Okay, inorganic means calcium, potassium, iron, phosphorus, sulfur. These are the important one. So student, you have to be understand how and what is the different components of the soil, how the soil is formed. Okay, so I hope so this paragraph you have the good understanding. Okay, now student, we can just see here, it is explaining about the India's map already, the one video, and I think in the Zoom class we have talked about it. Okay, so it is explaining you the different kinds of the soil in the India. Especially we are having the 6 kinds of the soil. Mountain soil, you can see here, this is the brown one, dark. Okay, some places especially the northern mountains, this is, it is showing the mountain soil. Afterwards alluvial soil, which is a too important, which making the too fertile of the land. Alluvial soil, these important parts, it means all the northern plains and the, this is the deltas area. Okay, it means Ganga and Brahmaputra, when Ganga is moving from here and Brahmaputra also. So this place is too fertile and this is known as the alluvial soil. Then red soil is when you can see here, red soil, it is explaining you this. Okay, especially the Deccan place, which are the Deccan place in the India, this area here you can see, this is the red soil. Afterwards when you can find here black soil, especially the Deccan place, some places, some areas of the Gujarat and Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, this area is the black soil. Then laterite soil, this places the coastal area, you can find out some of the places here. Okay, in the west Odisha and the West Bengal, some of the Tamil Nadu and the Kerala. And then desert soil is obviously, you know, desert soil, it is a mostly part of Thar of desert, in it means in the Rajasthan. Okay, so I hope so you should have a good understanding. Here also it is explaining you all kinds of forest soil, means mountain soil, which I have explained to the upside, it means India's map, which is already given in your book. Okay, so this map you have to draw in your copy, which map I am showing in the major types of soils. In this one I am just explaining this one. Okay, this map, especially this one, you have to be draw. So it is already explaining same thing which we have talked already. This color is change only, you can put color according to you. Okay, so this also same thing explaining forest soil, forest one. Okay, then black soil, this area. Then alluvial soil, which is making the northern plains, especially the fertile area, because the rivers are already, you are aware about it. Okay, so now arid means this is the desert soil, same name is there. Okay, different name is there, but this is explaining the same thing. Laterite soil already upside we have talked, and the red and the yellow soil. Red and yellow means which are the Deccan place, so in a country, Deccan place in a country. Okay, this area. So by this one you can understand. And if you are willing to know about the state's name, so accordingly which I have explained to you, the both the maps, you can see the area, it means Rajasthan. Okay, so Rajasthan, it means it is having the desert soil or the arid soil, so you can find out here the Rajasthan. We are having the mountainous and the forest soil, here we can find a Jammu Kashmir and Himachal, Uttarakhand, and some of the places Arunachal Pradesh, like this way. Okay, so already it is explaining you color, it is given here. By this one it is with the name it is given, so it is for a better understanding. Now student, the term is coming, the soil is too important for us and we can't expect anything without the soil. It means all kinds of things are growing. Okay, we human being along with the animals and weed, it means all the creatures are totally depending, we are totally depending on the soil. So how we can, and it's our important duty to conserve the soil. It means to conserve the land resources. It means the soil is one of the natural resource. In the first chapter already we have talked about it. But if we will misuse the upside, the topsoil in this way, if we'll have the land pollutions and other process, so one day will come then when we will not have the utility and any kinds of the utilization of the soil in the land. So what's our duty? There are different suitable methods. By this one we can conserve, we can protect our land resources. So what we supposed to be adopt? First of all, check soil erosion. Erosion means when the important fertility of the, it means topsoil is washed by any natural process, by the wind, by the water and by other different means. So we supposed to be check it. So to make it and to stop this kinds of the process, we supposed to be do afforestation. Okay, not a deforestation. Check desertification. It means either the area is going to become a desert, the area is the arid, so we supposed to, so it is student, there are the many stories. If we are going to around us, there are the many persons, those who are the doing the work for the environment. Okay, so time to time you supposed to understand when the people they converted a desert area into the green area, so we supposed to check the desertification also. Afterwards we supposed to see the control water logging. It means if any place the water is remaining for a long time, it is also very harmful for the land. Okay, ensure afforestation already we have, it means we supposed to plant the more trees. Okay, reclaim land. So this also the one of the process to protect, to conserve our land resources. Check on overgrazing. It means we should not be allow the animals to take to do the process of the overgrazing. So it may be the harmful for the environment, for the land. Afterwards friends, and next point it is explained to you, regulate use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. It means we supposed to use not a chemical pesticides, we supposed to use the fertilizers also. Pesticides which is chemical, different kinds of chemical especially is mixed and which is very harmful for the land and especially for the crops also. So we have to recycle, we supposed to regulate which fertilizers with the chemical pesticide. Afterwards, reclaim wastelands so that they are brought back to other uses. This also it means it is explain the second point only. Check desertification. It means we supposed to which lands are the waste one. Okay, which is not too we are in the utilization. We supposed to check. We supposed to do different kinds of process so that we can bring it into our use. This also explaining to you increase the productivity of land with the improved farming methods such as the balanced use of manures or fertilizers. These all the things students already we have talked in the upside. It means it is explaining you this by this process manure by this process we supposed to bring it in our use. It means different kinds of manures, fertilizers, organic farming, regulate irrigation, crop rotation, multiple cropping. These are the different process. It means in place of chemical pesticides we supposed to use the fertilizers. We supposed to use the regulate irrigation, different kinds of irrigation जो हम सिंचाई करते हैं वो different methods के होने चाहिए. Crop rotation we supposed to adopt and multiple cropping. It means suppose one time we are putting the wheat, rice, paddy, other things. So next time we're supposed to grow the pulses, which is very important. Okay, about the nitrogen. Pulses is a very good sources of the nitrogen. Okay, which is providing nitrogen. So by this one we can use this supposed to come in the human nature. Student, nowadays many person those who are educated they are just after their job they are just using the process of organic farming. So in organic we are not using any kinds of the chemical pesticides. Okay, so by this one we can do the soil conservation. I hope so you will also participate to make your land fertile and to sure about it. So now student, this paragraph is explaining about the soil resources. What are the different soil resources for a country? It means how the soil is resource for us. Okay, soil already by this one paragraph from the first topic, how I have started the soil is important for us. By this one you have understood. Okay, it is explaining you the soil is taking the thousand of years. Already I have explained to you. Okay, though it is a renewable resource, the process of its formation is very slow. It takes thousand of years for 1 centimeter soil to form. This already I have explained to you. It means thousand of years it is taking to make the 1 centimeter layer of the soil. Afterward also, beside the biological process of decay of plants and animals matters, it is the ultimate product or weathering. So these also the different kinds of things. It is not depending on only the soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. It is also depending on the biological process. Okay, which are the biological process, this also included. So that's why it's too important for us. Especially the soil is consist of the moisture, air, small insects and organisms like bacteria. Soil is a very important resource because all plants including crops, vegetables and trees need soil to grow. So this already we have talked. So soil is consisting different kinds, the moisture, okay, the presence of air, small insects, different kinds of microorganisms. This already we have talked in the organic and inorganic component, which is making the soil too fertile and useful for all the human being and the animals. So student, in this way we supposed to understand how the soil is one of the resource for us. Now student, here it is explaining about the layer of the soil. Organic layer first of all, then we can organic layer mean it is the formation of the humus upside. Okay, then we can understand here top soil. Just now we have talked about it. What is the uh, top soil? It is the almost upper layer and it is too fertile layer of the soil. Okay, then subsoil, then parent materials and the bedrock. So this is a different layer of the soil. It is accordingly it is having the different kinds of the process and the work for the plants. Okay, so here especially the fertility is depending on the top soil. Okay, fertility of the soil is depending on the top soil. Afterward there is some small pieces of the rocks in the subsoil, but if you move to the parent rock, so it is from how the soil is formed. It is the big pieces of the rocks, but there is a presence of the soil also, but bedrock it is totally the big rocks. So in this way you can understand, and anyone which I am sending, you have to draw. Okay, you have to draw this here also. Same thing it is explained to you: humus, topsoil, subsoil, weathered rock fragments, and then bedrock. Okay, so this is also same thing. Which diagram anyone from this one, I think it is a better one. Okay, you can draw, and same thing here also. So which is okay, and now it is explaining you how the topsoil is formed. What are the different ones? Often rich in humus and mineral, we already have talked about it. Then subsoil, it is poor in the humus and rich in mineral. Subsoil, it is not too presence of the humus, but it is rich in mineral. All kinds of minerals are finding here, and we are getting the minerals from this layer of the soil. Then weathered rock, it is explaining you little or no plant or the animal life. So already we have talked about it. Okay, so student, I hope so whatever today you have learned, this is explaining about the how the soil is formed, how is the condition of soil in a country with the along these 2-3 maps I have explained to you. Next one, how we can do the conservation of land resources. What is the meaning of the soil resource, how it is important for us. Then different layers of the soil we have talked today. So I hope so, student. In the home learning also I'll give you. So this two diagram is especially about to showing the map, the physical map of India, which is showing the um, different the soil in a country that you have to draw, and one is the layer of the soil. These two diagram you have to draw. So till tomorrow we will resume the class. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.